to speak to us. It's rather unfortunate that the incident happened few minutes after you had left this polling station, because I was there with you. How do you feel that a polling station you visited in not less than 5 minutes, an incident of this nature was recorded there?
As you are saying, I didn't witness what transpired. So somebody just sent the video to me. So in the video, you will see that somebody pulled a white something, whether it is an envelope, whether it is a handkerchief, whether it's a paper. It is not clear to that. And it was, I think the attempt was to give it to the officer, but the officer did not pick. Then it was put on the table. So that's what we want to know, what has happened. So for the meantime, because of the election going on, if you want to do a lot of investigation, we even disorganize the voting. So we've asked you could see two officers were closer to the person who gave the passage, whatever it is. So we have asked them to stay aside for us to finish with the election. Then when we finish with the election, then we'll go into the issue and see what was it. Was it envelope? If it is an envelope, what was the content? What is it meant for? Whatever, if it is handkerchief, what is it meant for? If it is ordinary paper, what is it meant for? So we will get to know the details of whatever the content or the parcel is and the purpose of the parcel. Then based on that, we'll take the next action.
I know EC officials have visited this said polling station. What has been your initial understanding of events? Was it an envelope? Was it a handkerchief? Was it an ordinary paper that the officials were reluctant in picking or accepting from this man?
I'm here to talk to those who went, but my understanding is that they went there just to ask them to stand aside for us to finish with the election. So later we'll get to know the details of it.
Then what then happens to the electorates? Because we know these two officials were working. They were busy.
We have replaced them with different set of people to do the work. We had a standby, so those people have moved in to take charge of the work. So the voting, we didn't want to create any scene there or to create any tension over there. So they have been asked to stand aside whilst we continue with the work. When we finish, we'll do the next investigation and take the next action that should be taken.
This is early days yet, but people are speculating that this could affect the credibility of today's exercise. As a director of elections for EC, do you see this having an impact or negative impact on today's exercise?
If you watch the video, you captured it. If you look at it critically, the officers refused even to receive whatever was being offered to them. So I said, I don't know how this one will affect the integrity of the election. Is it because of that they are going to increase somebody's vote or deny somebody from the chance of voting? All these things will be avoided. That's why we ask them to stand aside. So to us, it doesn't have any effect on the integrity of the election.
The belief is that maybe, I'm not speculating, that probably it was money that was exchanged hands. But yes, but if for instance it comes out to be money, and people will assume that maybe there are many other officials who have been compromised, who are, yes, I'm speculating. So you are saying that there's no way this could affect the credibility of the election, but people assume that if, for instance, it was money that was being exchanged, it's likely to affect the credibility, because
if it is even money, and it happened at that particular center, and as I said, if you watch the video very well, the people, they were not ready to receive whatever the parcel was, so it was dropped on the table, right? So for now, we shouldn't crucify them till we do the investigation and get to the root of it. Because clearly, if you watch, you captured it, you have a look at it. The parcel was being given to them, and the people were not ready to take it. So it was dropped on the table. When it was there, who took it? Now we don't know. Whether the man even went back to pick it, then, because that portion did not appear in the camera. So let's wait and do the investigation, and we'll see what we do.
You seem to feel so proud about these officers for not accepting, like not taking it directly from the man. Is it your position?
For now, don't draw conclusions. In the video, they refuse to receive it, right? But what happens after you have left, I wouldn't know. That's what I'm saying. So the investigation will show Whether as they refused to receive it, they didn't take it and the man took it back, I wouldn't know. Right? If they went back and took it too, then it has also its own implication. So let's wait. We shouldn't crucify anybody. Let's get to the root of it. Once we have done the investigation, then we'll know what was it. Did they take it or the giver took it back? All these things will come up. Then based on that, we'll draw our conclusions and take the necessary primitive measures if need be.
How long will these investigations take?
We are during the election. We'll finish today and we'll go there. If we have to even give it to the police to investigate, they will do that. So the commission will take the necessary step to clear the system.
So is it to say that you want to involve police in this investigation?
I'm saying that we will do the investigation based on the initial thing that we will get. If we need to bring in the police, we will do so.
For Serebour Quaicoe,
right, so that's my colleague Ohimin. We are interacting with the Director of Electoral Services.